Hello, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Alan Wake. I'm your host, Shayde Reynard. Now, we're still trying to get to Mirror Point Lookout, or Mirror Peak Lookout. We got to Cauldron Lake, and I think I read that in our last episode. But, just keep moving on, shall we? Whoa, 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 whoa. I was gonna say, this is a really pretty spot. Even if it's nighttime, clouded and mist and everything. Oh no, not the darkness, not here. Oh, great. Could we stop with the hitting me in the face with things? Got him. Somehow my volume got turned up on my headphones. Reload. Okay. Good to go. That was stressful. I like having to fight on the bridge. Whenever you're like trapped in a point like that where you're getting flanked from all sides in a game, you gotta push through. Got some yellow paint here. Anywhere else? Just assuming maybe over here. This way. Found it. Bear gun. Nice. Let me pull the hunting rifle back out though. I actually really like the hunting rifle. Because if I break their shadow armor, then they go down in like one shot, so. Oh, okay. I was about to say I don't know how to get across here, but looks like it goes around. Read that page.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
So he had to have been paid to do this. Why? Really kind of reminds me of Secret Window. If you guys haven't seen that, that's a Stephen King novel, I think. And the movie adaptation had Johnny Depp in it. This way. Got it. Okay. And I thought here I was going to have to climb up on that. This looks like a burned out house or asylum. Aha. Bottom door there, but there's a gate that wraps around the side. Looks like there's a coffee tin over there. Thermos. Tick, please. Thank you. TWTC. Tom. Whoa, whoa. Tom. Thomas Zane and, talk to me on TV. I miss you, Tom. Write this. I curse you, Thomas Zane. It's not terrifying or anything. Pick the revolver ammo. I don't think we're alone. Is this over here? Is this rifle ammo? Shotgun ammo. Okay, well, we have shotgun ammo. Rifle ammo. Oh, flares. Very useful. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. Oh, God. Oh, no. Come on, reload now. Come on now. Good. I think we got him. It wasn't a bad fight. It was actually pretty easy. The flares made that really easy. Because every time they got close, I'd pop a flare and then they would back off. So. Okay. Well, let's go grab that coffee too. Thermos, whatever. Ugh. So, before I started recording this episode, I decided to eat a bowl of their Nilla wafer banana pudding cereal with marshmallows. It's not.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Okay. Anyways, what I was saying is that I tried that cereal, and isn't that great? It has like this.
Close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Anyways, it has this like weird, like artificial.
Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, leave. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make him play ball. You see? To get him right in for...
Dude. Holy crap. This is what that page was talking about. Whole darkness casting him into the lake through a tornado thing. Interesting.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Truth.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
Renia.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had pumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
I think we lost all of our.
There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
But if I... This, there are manuscript pages.
I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
Yeah, we just heard that, but... Interesting. Okay, then. Oh, hi.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Uh-huh. I don't think he's crazy.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Well, we know he has keys. This place, so...
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. but under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it.
Yeah, I don't believe it either.
Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Not everything. But to be fair, like, what he's saying makes sense, but I don't believe it. Beyond the shadow you settle for. There's a miracle illuminated. TZ. Memory of a dear friend and poet. Aha. And we know who TZ is.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
That should be the darkness.
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well?
Maybe
it's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need to
focused.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
Yeah, and a lot of Stephen King's
Come along. Let's go inside.
just gotta pause this. A lot of Stephen King's writing, there's a lot of like doctors, psychiatrists, stuff like that, and a lot of like horror writers in general. They mask the whatever's going on, the supernatural, with a doctor that's telling them it's all inside of their head, that it's just some delusion. But then it comes to the point of reality, that the break point where the supernatural and the reality cross over, and you realize that it is not, in fact, a psychosis. It's more of a actual supernatural phenomenon. I usually used to the doctor being
Here's the
killed or
entrance
something.
to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Emerson,
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you
Being
can't
a
just
dick.
decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike.
Trash, of course, but it does involve
Get
some
'em,
small
Pinhead.
creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Wow. Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, that
This way. Now,
tune that she's
you may have
humming,
noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you
talk a
feel up
lot
to
in
it,
this game.
You should continue.
but that tune that she was humming is I can't remember the name of it, but it's in a lot of like Stephen King's horror stories. He uses a lot of like classical music, or he uses like children's nursery rhymes, and he makes them feel unsettling in the environment that it's set in.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
Night Springs.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
Playing a
And
Night Springs board
these
game.
two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't
Battle for Life, dude.
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now.
These guys are
Alan,
awesome.
The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
And maybe I can write myself out of here.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Give us a page of the manuscript.
My head was
Awesome.
flaring up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens. What were they? Memory and thought. The hag.
Wow, this is just amazing. I love these guys. And on top of that, too, like they're all like acting out Norse stuff, which is kind of great. It's like I love Norse mythology, but on top of that, like also Norse pagan. So it's just really
She
cool.
took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
These guys make so much
She's been
sense.
using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Alright. That was a
So
lot.
tired. Built the farm close to the lake, a place of power.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
Okay, guys.
Bob Balders through the Ep through the window. Hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a
Oh my God.
concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man. Bad scene.
I love these guys. They're my favorite characters in this game so far.
Man. So tired.
As much as I would love to sit there and just listen to them pander on, they're fantastic. I absolutely love those guys. Those are like the best characters in the game. And the Squeaky Hammer is fantastic. Welcome to Cauldron Lodge. We're here to give you a specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends or family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy, personal space, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, did I see it? I think I saw a page manuscript. Yeah, I did. Just gotta figure out how to get there.
I want to go home.
Oh, poor guys. There's gotta be a way for us to get out. Ooh.
Good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
Wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams.
Who's this?
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Alright then. Also a theme amongst things is that some...
wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Dog, all the time.
You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Uh-huh. Alright. Yeah, it's like a theme amongst, like, those who create, those who are artistic, that there's,
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
alrighty then. Huh, there's a QR code on. Is there a QR code on? Okay, I don't know what that's for, or why it's there.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
That's my room. I don't want to go in there yet. Stop. I wonder if you could actually, like, take a picture of the QR code. I know there's other games that, like, when, like, the QR codes like that, like, first started up, you could, snap a picture of the QR code that was in the game and it would, like, unlock stuff. Get things for it. A few games that did that.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer? Hammer's up. Here's a friendly
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
They just do what I think they did. That was on that page.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered heads. Since you're so tough, Bert.
Those guys.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't believe
Now,
it.
Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Okay, well, I mean, like, some writers go through a hard time, and...
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman.
Oh yeah,
He
that's,
was the kidnapper.
Yep.
Hartman had been playing me all along.
I believe it.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry? Ow! About time! Barry!
Awesome.
Man, I'm glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses...
Okay, hold on. Pause. Alright, so Hartman's just being a dick. And he's trying to act like this is some psychosis. Alice isn't dead, she's missing. And he's trying to act like she's dead. Obviously our friends here, so all this is actually happening. It's not a psychosis. So, yeah. Like I said, there's always some doctor in a horror story, something that tries to act like it's psychosis, that there's some logical bullshit, but there's not. So, thank you guys for staying tuned with this. I'm going to cut it here, and then we're going to pick back up, because I'm just out of time. And I didn't realize how long I was going, so thank you guys for watching. See you at the journey's end. Pick this up. Ta-ta.